Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch. It just had its 2-year birthday yesterday or whenever you're watching this. So March 3rd, 2019, 2-year anniversary of the Switch. I've had it since it's launched. I've loved it. The games I have for it, I love playing them. A couple games I've owned, I still haven't played them for the Switch. But the ones I have played, it's been awesome. I don't take it out of the dock too much. So, you know, the cool feeling of being able to put it in and out of the dock, that's not what sold me on it. I guess I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I love Nintendo. It's some of my favorite consoles. And I knew I was getting either way. The ability to take it off my dock, I love. For the fact that is, if you have another dock in another room, it's so easy just to pick it up, pop it onto another TV, and you can play it. So it's good for a family household or multi-people that want to easily move it. Now, that'll get us into the later part of the video when we talk about that dock. But overall, I think the system's awesome. It's fun to play, and that's the first thing a console should be. Fun to play. Graphics aren't everything, but they do play a part. So in this video, we're going to talk about more about the things that I wish the Nintendo Switch could do, or Nintendo does to improve the quality of life kind of for the Nintendo Switch, and where that should go in the future and before the next Switch, the Switch 2, Super Switch, Switch Pro, next console, who knows? Let's talk about what Nintendo can do to improve the Switch. Okay, so the first thing that I think Nintendo should do is, by now, they should be Joy-Con Pros. And what I mean by that is some larger Joy-Cons. Yes, I know there's the Pro Controller, but like I said, I don't play with it off the dock very often, but if I'm going to, the main reason why I don't is because the Joy-Cons are too small for me. I don't like holding them like that. Like, I can't really play the triggers. It's just the way my hands work. I don't like it like that. And you wouldn't have to, like, mess with the console and give people the options of having a larger Joy-Con. I know they're trying to keep it so it's a small little package, but why should they tell me how to use it in handheld mode? Yeah, sell it with the regular Joy-Cons, but give us a chance to buy a larger Joy-Con controllers. You know, ones that are a little bit thicker, a little bit wider, so that the hand, yeah, it may not look perfect, but why should they care how the Switch looks while I'm using it around my house? So it'd be nice if I could just have it a larger grips, you know, the joystick's a little bit larger, because it's not something I'm putting in my pocket anyways. Even if I was traveling with it, I'd probably just put it in a little bag or inside my, you know, coat that has like a tablet pocket or something, not my pants pocket, so I don't care if the joysticks are up. On top of that, how about a Joy-Con with a D-pad? That should be number 2 on this list of things Nintendo should do to improve their console. A Joy-Con with a D-pad should also be my option. You know, sell it with the console as normal, but as an add-on, why not? Nintendo loves selling us add-ons. They love just selling everything you can for a console, so why not that? I mean, they're okay with selling everything, so they should just make them so it's Nintendo quality, and we have the option, because it sounds like, well, that's what Nintendo wanted to do with the Switch. Give you the option to play it at home, play it on the go. For me, if I do take it out of the dock, which more recently has been more often only because of Tetris, because sometimes what I like to do is I take off the dock, watch some show, play Tetris Battle in between commercials, mostly because I can't always make it to the end, so it's quick for commercials. But what I do is I end up usually putting it like on a bar stool in front of my couch, and then I use the Pro Controller because I can't play it with the little Joy-Cons. So I think, you know, they need to make another controller, Pro-sized Joy-Cons, or a D-pad as well, and give people the options. Why not? Alright, next up. So Nintendo's been good, it's been fun, great games, but the dock, which I said we were going to talk about this earlier. Why is the dock so expensive? how come we can't just have a secondary dock? I understand they want you to have a USB. You can all these slots for Ethernet, so you can plug in a USB with Ethernet port, charge things off of it. How about that's the main dock that comes with the system, but for extra docks, so I can be like, I want to switch into my game room, switch in my bedroom, so I don't have to buy a switch every single time. It's probably more what they want to do, but they sell the extra docks as it is extra, so why not sell mini docks? Just enough to where you plug it in, it charges it, and displays it onto a TV. I don't need all that USB. I don't need all that extra casing. Just enough for it to pop in and charge. Even if it's like a lay down and pop in. A $30 dock from Nintendo would be greatly appreciated. I think that would make one of the biggest things I would love to see Nintendo do. Okay, this one's going to be quick. This part right here. Because we've talked about it many times before. I just want to, put it on the list so people don't think I forgot about it. Improve the NES online store service, monthly fee. Add some more consoles, please. Just Super Nintendo, Game Boy. Let's just start somewhere. Let's get it done. That kind of throws into the other thing that we're going to talk about, the eShop. It's not the best to explore. I mean, it's not bad. It's just it looks so basic that I wish it was a little bit more, I don't know, just pleasing on the eyes to look at and easier to find things. It just seems like there's so much stuff on there now. It'd be nice to have the options to hide stuff. That would be nice. If you saw something, you quick button, you're like, I don't want to see this game anymore. Hide it. So that way, every time you go back on, there's less for you to browse through. More, the newer games pop on, and it's just like, it's not this big. I know it'd probably be hard or difficult, or, probably not a lot of people would use the feature, but I think it'd be cool if you're like, I don't want to see this game anymore, I don't want to see this game. That way, when you're doing your searches, it's already gotten rid of half your searches because you didn't want those on your list because they're either A, just junk, or just trying to steal your money, or just not the type of game you like to play. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool little feature. Upgrade the eShop a little bit, make it a little bit more user-friendly. Not user-friendly, it's pretty friendly as is, but more nicer to explore. That would be a good thing. Okay, next up, I feel like Nintendo Switch needs to, how do you say, come out with a new version. At least maybe this Christmas. Because, like I said earlier, graphics aren't everything, but the power to handle some of the new games would be nice. I don't want to be... Okay, so I have a PS4. I have an Xbox One. I have a Nintendo Switch. I barely play my Xbox One, because there's no games on it that I like to play. If I'm going to, it's going to be on the PS4 or the Nintendo Switch. I would prefer to play it on the Nintendo Switch. I would prefer to give my money to Nintendo because I love the games Nintendo make, and I want them to, make more games. Now, basically, I don't want them to lose new games because the console can't handle it. Or the cartridges aren't big enough. So I would like to see Nintendo either come up with a little bit more powerful console, or one that has more hard drive space so that more games can be downloaded it. I prefer physical, but if my only option for a third-party game would be download only, I'd be like, alright, I'll do it, but you can only put so many SD cards in that console before you're like, alright, one SD card per game. Because just imagine that. Some games are like 100 gigabytes. That's literally one SD card if you buy the more expensive one. So an upgrade in some type of graphics and hard drive, yeah, it would be a more expensive console. People would pay for it. You give the normal Switch, and then you give the Power Switch, the Super Switch, whatever they want to call it, as long as it's backwards compatible. And some people say, oh, that's a dumb idea, it fragments the system, this, that, and the other thing. It's like, well, if that's the case, why do we have the new 3DS, the 2DS, the 2DS XL, the 3DS XL, the regular old 3DS? It hasn't hurt them from sales over there, so I don't see how that logic plays the console if it's worked for 3DS. I mean, a new Switch, which I hope if they did, they got to get rid of that whole new idea. Other than that, that's about it. I've pretty much liked everything about it. Yeah, it would be nice to have voice chat, but I don't play very much online. Just make it standard, Nintendo. It's so simple. Other people bring up streaming services, but I look at it this way. I'm not going to use my Switch to stream videos. I have a Fire Stick. Don't need anything else. Well, what about when you're on the go? Would you really want to kill your battery life on your Switch just to watch some Netflix or YouTube when you could have just done that on your phone? And, you know, if one of my devices is going to die, it better be my phone before my Switch, because the Switch only has like 3 hours of battery life anyways, so I want that for full game and not for watching YouTube. So I don't need the streaming service. That's me personally. But other than that, it's been a good 2 years. How much longer do you think the Nintendo Switch will go for its life cycle? You think it'll go 6, 7 years, 8 years like the 3DS? Longer? Before they come up with it? Nah, they're going to have to come up with an upgrade or a new console. I think they're going to go the upgrade route and then keep it kind of with the same life cycle as the next generation. We'll see. Alright guys, well, it's been a good 2 years with the Switch. Here's for many more. Let me know what your favorite games of the last 2 years have been and what's your favorite moment of having the Switch. Alright, have a good night. Keep on gaming. If you liked the video, like, share, watch some other videos, and good night.